Good morning from a wonderfully overcast Portugal today. We have got all the posts in now for the fence to keep the dogs in, and we were hoping to finish it today, but we need some more tension wire. And today, even though it's a Tuesday, it's a bank holiday here in Portugal, so that one is going to have to wait. However, we've got some other jobs to do. The middle room effectively of the house, we need to clear that out, because on Thursday we've got some people to come and help, and we're going to demolish the right hand side of the house. So it's all very exciting. And before you say anything, yes, I know I need to get my hair cut. That is, I know it's got a little bit out of control. So that is happening Thursday mid-morning as well. So yes, it's annoying Barbara, it's annoying me, and it's a bit hot to have this sort of length hair in the summer. For those of you new to this channel, the house consists of two halves. The left hand side here is granite, that is staying. This will eventually be our bathroom, that is staying. But this area here, from where my finger is and to the right, is all going to have to be demolished. This is made of tijolo, it's a terracotta style brick, and it wasn't rendered on the inside, although this looks rendered on the outside, and the bricks have just flaked away. So this is all going to be demolished. We are hoping to save this orange tree here, 50-50 whether or not it survives, or maybe even less than that. So we're going to have that dug out and put somewhere else. This is a clementine tree. To be honest about it, the fruits aren't very good. They're very, very full of pips. They're not very pleasant to eat, and they are a little bit bitter. So we're not too fussed about that one, but that is also in the way. We will have to move one of the acro props here, which is currently supporting this door frame, and put that on underneath here to support the lean-to, because that's actually supported by that wall, but that is in the way. So that is the plan. This room here is empty. This room here has still got the floor in and the roof beam, the floor beams, and if you've got a load of other bits and pieces, so that needs to be cleaned out today.
While it's overcast.
While it's overcast and cool. So you're now in the interior of the room we need to clear out. As you can see, it's been a bit of a dumping ground, to be fair. We've got the buckets that we normally use for the olive harvests. We've got olive nets, we've got camouflage net, cardboard, anyway, all sorts of bits and pieces. This all needs to come out. It shouldn't take us too long, but then the good fun begins of taking out these beams. That should be fun. Now that's what I call a seed potato. So, being in the dark underneath a bit of plastic, a random potato. So, blimey, that is a lot. Even better, seed potato. This we found actually up on the floor above. This is a very old olive storage metal container thing. Probably, I don't know, 75 litres or something. This is probably the grossest bit we've got to do. This is the old where they used to crush the grapes, basically.
Oh, look at all the potatoes.
And we wondered what we did. Actually, these are our potatoes. We had them in a basket, and you thought I used them, and I thought you used them. But what's actually happened is they got knocked off into here at some point, probably by one of the dogs, and they've all seeded. But anyway, one thing we have found is, how about that for an old school beekeeper's hat?
That's a little bit gross.
That is a little bit gross. Everything in here is covered in rat poop, mouse poop, and everything else poop. Nice! I think I might have a shovel actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the room cleared. Not too sure what we're going to do about this. We don't know what it's made of. We think it's just concrete or cast concrete.
We don't know if it's got metal for running through it, do we?
We'll see what the digger can do with that one. But yeah, so that's this room clear. There's nothing else in here that we need to worry about. These beams aren't exactly connected to the granite house. They're resting on a ledge more than anything, aren't they? I mean, this beam finishes just there. So there's nothing, doesn't go through the house. Yeah. And we did find a few treasures.
Well,
you want to know how this house was put together?
When you say treasures.
By hand. That's how they used to drill holes. Yeah, wouldn't be my preferred way of doing it. But also, you can see here the state of the brickwork, and this sort of reflects how bad this building is. So completely, and there's bricks holding the walls up, which are like that. So, So you might be wondering why we've got a tractor in and why he's working on the path. And basically, the paths that we use with the tractor going down the farm are a little bit rough. Just where we had the irrigation put in on a couple of occasions, where the weather has eroded some of it, and it's all just a little bit bumpy, and it makes driving the tractor a bit of a mare. So the man here with the operator is going to come and smooth all this out. He's also going to smooth the path that we use with the truck to get onto our terraces. Sorry, to get onto our parking area, that is, because that is particularly bumpy. And we've got him here for a couple of days. So he's going to spend today doing the paths, and then hopefully, all being well, tomorrow we can just get on and demolish the house. So we're looking forward to that. Couldn't come soon enough, to be honest. It probably doesn't show it very well on camera, but this track here is really, really uneven. A lot of well, not potholes, but lots of bumps in the road. And yeah, it just makes driving the truck along here a little bit too bumpy. But hopefully the operator man is going to sort all that out for us. Well, I just got back from the hairdressers. I hope you like it. And I'll show you how far our man with the digger has got. So all this is now smoothed out. All this is now all smoothed out. We will put some gravel back down here. So I'm now going to see how he's getting on down the bottom.
Going to do our best to try and save this orange tree that's behind me. Hopefully it should be okay. Yeah, we've dug a hole, so we'll just have to wait and see, but desperately want to try and save this one if we can. Giving the tree plenty of water. Now it's been moved, so we're going to leave this running for quite a while to give it a really good soaking. So we've just moved the acro props out of the doorway, and we need to put one on this lean-to because the beam goes into the house, and when the wall gets knocked down, the lean-to would come down as well.
We're at the end of day one. Two things have majorly happened. In fact, three. Number one, I got my hair cut. A bit short and looked better when I came out of the barb, so I just put some gel in it. Number two, we've had this area flattened and widened. This is the area on the terrace that we live on. And all the tracks going down to the bottom of the farm, they've all been smoothed out now. So it means when we take the tractor down, it doesn't bounce around. And number three, you better take a look. That's right, we've had the house knocked down. So this is the Tijolo side. This was the side we always planned to have taken down. It's only day one. There is a second day when all this is going to be pulled out. And hopefully we can dig the foundations down. But yeah, so this is all on the floor. You might ask why we kept the back wall. Simply because the other side of that, if you look here on the right where the grapevine is, that's the level of the ground where the white mark is. So we didn't want to disturb that. We are going to block that up, put another block wall there. But at the moment it is just retaining the earth behind it. So yeah, how much work can a digger do in a day? A lot. Good morning everybody. Welcome back to Portugal. This is day 2 with the digger, and today we are going to move the wood and the rubble that where we knocked the house down yesterday. We're going to bury one of our electrical cables just out of the way, and then we are going to start digging some foundations. So another busy day. So if you can hear me over the noise of the digger, we've now opened up this whole bit where the other half of the house used to be. And what we're going to do today, as I said, we're going to dig some foundations along here and then along here, basically following the outline of the original house. This area here that was the pigsty, we're going to make that a patio area or small sitting area, and then put steps going up so we can get onto the terrace above. Now you might be asking why we're keeping that back wall. As I said, well, I think I might have mentioned, it is holding back the terrace. You can see the actual line of the earth here, and you imagine that goes all the way along the back, so we don't want that falling in basically. So we're going to brick up on the inside of this wall, almost as if that wall didn't exist, but brick it up anyway with block, and yeah, that will be that. We're keeping this. This is effectively the old well, goat shed or donkey shed, and we thought we'd try and see if we can make a feature out of the old feeding trough that's there. Not sure yet. We didn't want to rip it out before we made a final decision, but yeah.
So our house is no more, or half of our house is no more.
Yeah, we've the digger's gone. We've achieved so much. It's definitely worth throwing the money at getting a digger in if you've got to knock something like this down. Took the whole half of the building down. We've also managed to dig out the old floor, and we've got the foundations marked out, ready for the next phase, which I guess is some basic building in the summer.
Some cementing and rebar.
Concreting and rebar.
Oh, sorry.
We can't get it wrong.
Yeah,
Cement, concrete.
yeah. Concrete and rebar.
Yeah.
That's the next stage. So we've actually finally got started properly on the house. So it's quite exciting, but we're going to go into height of summer now, so that's quite scary. Yeah,
my son was just over for a few days, and we got 41.1 on one of the days. So at the height of the day, don't expect to see us working, because that ain't going to happen. But
no, it's going to just be early mornings, and we'll have to plug away the best we can. So.
Yeah, so...
but you hired the digger from Go Machinery, which you can self-drive. They have different types of equipment there. But we actually got recommended somebody to come and be a driver for us, and he done a great job. So thank you very much, Well. You were really good, very tidy, done everything we asked, so thank you very much for that.
Yeah, definitely. As I say, all I would say about self-drive, if you're not an experienced operator,
get someone to
get somebody to come and do it, because they will do it far quicker and far better job than you will do.
Yeah, it would have taken you weeks.
Yeah, I'd still be hiring it now, and it's just silly.
You'd just be running around the farm on it.
Yeah, so Go Machinery is local to us down in Korea, and if you're in the Permaculture area or Castelo Branco or Guarda district, they do deliver all around there as well. So thanks to them, and that's it till next week, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. We need a bit of a break now, but we also need to work out what we're going to do with the piles of rubble that are over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
There's a lot of it, and lots of stones that we have to sort through, which big stones will be great. I'm sure we can use them somewhere, but lots of work to clear that.
I might get a machine in to help with that. So anyway, at last you've seen some progress. Thank you everybody for being patient with us, and yeah, it's onwards and upwards. So we'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye bye. One huge pile of rubble. I'm not even going to look at that. Well, I can't help but look at it. But what I am going to do is going to put the pool up, because it's going to get hot.